So a lot of people want to begin using alternative medicine for themselves and their children. The question is, where do you begin? You walk into a health food store and it's so intimidating. There are thousands and thousands of products everywhere and it's like, where do you begin? So I'm going to give you 4 products that I think are a really great place to start. They're really safe, they're really easy to use. You can use them if you're currently taking conventional medicine. So let's learn about them. One is green clay. Another one is turmeric. Another one is the essential oil of grapefruit. And one of my favorite herbs is lemon balm. So let's talk about green clay. Green clay, you'll find it in the section where they have facial products. I don't necessarily use it for facial products. It's called French green clay. It's a very, very complicated product. It's just green clay that is from the ground. Love it. So let's talk about how we can use it. Green clay comes in a powdered form. There are many different clays on the market. There's red clays, green clays, white clays. Today we're going to be talking about green clay. Green clay is an absolutely fabulous product. It's used in diaper rashes. You can just use it directly, sprinkle it over the diaper area. After children have had bouts of diarrhea and their bottoms are all red and burny, green clay will soothe it and allow it to heal. If your child has a yeast infection, green clay has the ability to smother the yeast and allow it to disappear and the new skin, the new healed skin come about. That's green clay in just its form naturally. I also love green clay for bug bites and kitchen burns. It is fabulous for that. You take green clay, add just a teens of water, just a dash of water. Mix it into a paste. I do not like the paste on diaper rashes. I like it just in its regular form. If you get a kitchen burn, you take the green clay, wipe it across the kitchen burn. It will heal the burn. You will barely see a mark if you do it immediately after a kitchen burn. Once it dries, if you still feel the heat of the burn, you can make another layer just right on top of the green clay. The green clay will, after it dries, just kind of crumble off. Just leave it alone. If you're going out somewhere special, you can wash it off, but I like it best to just crinkle and leave on its own. Also in the summertime, if children get bug bites and they're itching and itching and itching and itching, if you put green clay on a bug bite right away, it will draw out any of the toxins from the bug and it will heal the skin. It's wonderful. If you're traveling, put some green clay in a Ziploc bag, bring it with you anywhere you go. So the next thing I'd like to talk to you about is pure essential grapefruit oil. It is a wonderful smell. It's very cleansing, very soothing. It's brightening and soothing at the same time. You cut a grapefruit, you can smell it across the room. It's a very inexpensive essential oil. A lot of essential oils can be very expensive. If your child comes home in a really bad mood, had a really bad day at school, grapefruit oil will just liven up the air and make it a little bit calmer. If you work in a cubicle and there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of computers, there's a lot of cell phones, there's a lot of energy going on all the time, there's 2 things you can do. Number 1 is you take your essential oil, you put a couple drops in a little spray bottle, and you can just spray it around the room. It's just wonderful. It can just cleanse the air and make you feel better. You can also take some grapefruit oil. I do this a lot with kids. If kids have some bullies in their class or their teacher tends to be mean to them and they just kind of get really down, you can put some grapefruit oil on a tissue. Your child can fold it up, put it in its pocket, and occasionally just go to wipe his nose and breathe in the grapefruit oil. Kids really love to have that. Another idea is you can get these really great burners. Get them at 99-cent stores. They don't have to be expensive. You put a little tea candle in there. You've got to keep this obviously up safe and away from the children. But you can put it top of your fridge, on top of cabinets. Put a candle, add some water to the top, Put in about 10 to 15 drops of your grapefruit oil, and it'll make your room just smell beautiful, just clean and fresh. That's a great idea. Another thing I like very much is an herb called lemon balm. Lemon balm is an herb. It's made from the mint family. I haven't found any conventional medicine that doesn't do perfectly well with lemon balm. Lemon balm is antiviral, very calming to the nervous system, and can help people fall asleep. It's not powerful for falling asleep, but it's wonderful. Let's talk about different ways to use lemon balm. When children come home from school, agitated, nervous, had a very difficult day, great time to give some lemon balm. Child can't sleep, just kind of grumpy, but doesn't want to go to sleep, but wants to go to sleep, that's a great time to take lemon balm. Another idea with lemon balm is if you see that your child's starting to get a cold, runny nose, runny eyes, you know it's a viral infection, you don't know what to do, you can give lemon balm 3 to 4 times a day. It's antiviral. It will help lessen the severity of the cold. And for adults, you can use it also 3 to 4 times a day. If you're going through a stressful period, it just kind of calms you down a little bit. The last thing we're going to learn about today is an herb called turmeric. Turmeric has been used for thousands of generations. Basically, it's used as a food item. You sprinkle it over your food. It gives a lovely yellow coloring to it. It doesn't have a very intense taste, so it won't really change the taste of your recipe. But clinical studies are showing that turmeric can reduce tumor growth. I think it's something that all hardworking parents should be taking. Not all herbs capsule well, but turmeric, because it's a food item, it works very well in capsules. And you can take 2 capsules 2 to 3 times a day. It can also reduce inflammation in the joints. It is something that is not contraindicated with allopathic medicine. You can find it at most health food stores, and it's not a very expensive item. And now you have 4 products to start with. They're very inexpensive, they're safe, and very easy to use.